I'm in deep trouble. I once saved a cult. We are in many countries. We are in many African countries and Asian countries as well. Our goal is to save the devil. I moved to Ireland. In Ireland, I came to a place I have never. What I only know is that a lot of pastors and preachers from around the world, and this thing is a project of the devil. Hello viewers, welcome once again to another educative episode of African Confessions HD right here on Extraordinary Africa. My name is Solution Uncle. If you're still new in this show, we publish lifetime confessions. Usually we publish anonymously for their own safety reasons. Listener, you're having a challenge, you're having a problem, don't go to the forest and commit suicide. Feel free to share your story with us. Don't be shy, don't be afraid. Freely send your confession on our WhatsApp number +263 775 597 775 +263 775 597 775, or you can contact our PR Fidel Goch on our email address fidelgoch@gmail.com. Listener, you are having a challenge, you are having a problem, don't go to the forest and commit suicide. Feel free to share your story with us. Don't be shy, don't be afraid. Today in this video I have 2 confessions I'm going to read through, so lovely viewers, stay tuned as I'm going to read through the confessions. Our first confession is as follows. Hello Solution Uncle, please hide my identity like what you always do when others share their stories. I am in trouble. I am in deep trouble. I once saved a cult. I was a messenger being sent to various places to cause disasters, linking the cult bosses, the shrine leader, the clients we used to come there. We are in many countries. I will try, but I will not finish the list because we are in many countries. We are in Jamaica, we are in Canada, we are in Malawi, we are in Botswana, we are in Zimbabwe, we are in Zambia, we are in South Africa, we are in Kenya, Tunisia. We are in many African countries and Asian countries as well. Our goal is to save the devil. We are sub-agent of the devil. So as a member in that group, I joined this thing unknowingly. I was in my native country, that is Malawi. I finished my education, but I was not finding a job. That was early 2003. This new technology was not yet there, but it was on its way coming. My father once worked for a white farmer who was staying in Malawi. After the War of Liberation struggle, the white settlers returned to their countries of origin. Before this boss of my father left Malawi, he left me a cell phone. From 2003, 2004, 2005, I was not able to use it properly. I don't know the actual use of the softwares and other programs which were installed in the phone. My father kept that cell phone for me until this generation of modern technology we are now living in. People started having cell phones in each and every household. I was not able to use it properly. I started using this cell phone. In that cell phone, there was a software. I proceeded with education. I did my computer studies at school. I now have a better knowledge and understanding of computers and softwares. That's when I saw this software. I won't mention it because the owners of the software might also sue me. During that time, it was a social media platform which was competing with the likes of Facebook. People met there, started to have friendships from the social media platform. I started using that social media platform. To my surprise, the boss of my father was in a group of men who wanted to be women. this boss of my father was a gay. There were a lot of bisexual people in that group. They were doing campaigns to promote their belief that if you are gay or lesbian, you might be killed in most countries. They wanted to end that. From the previous conversations, I saw the boss of my father talking with another man, approaching him. He was very clear on it that he is gay and he is trying by all means to bring it to Africa. After that, I didn't take it as a problem because I was afraid if I was to tell my father what I saw in the phone, the next thing was the phone was going to be taken away from me. I was afraid my father might take back his cell phone, so I kept it like that and used my cell phone. From that days, I started having that feeling in men. When I see a man playing football, I'll start to have such interest. I'd like to be closer. I'd like to see men playing, men doing a lot of stuff. This thing affected me. In that platform, I met this man who used to be a gay, but now he has changed because I was not applying because I was now applying for a job, and someone in the group from that social media platform said he was willing to help me, so I should come to his inbox. We started talking. They were staying in Ireland. They promised to pay everything for me. They did it. Paid my traveling documents. After everything was done, I moved to Ireland. In Ireland, I came to a place I have never been. I never seen such a place since I was born. There's no people. It's like a farm, but there's no people. What I only know is that a lot of pastors and preachers from around the world support this thing. Celebrities support this thing. A lot of people, when I visit that place, they will start to have their parties, enjoying, sleeping together. People same sex is strictly for gays. That place, I have been here for some time and I joined them, but that's not what I wanted. I was silent all these years because I wanted money. They gave me a lot of money. I sent back to Malawi. I own estates in Malawi. I have properties in Malawi. I met so many people, and one of the people I met is a top African leader. I won't disclose his name, but they are coming here, and this thing is a project of the devil. It's very easy for this purity of Satanism to move from one place to another through people of same sex starting to date and maybe kissing or do such. It's very easy for that spirit. So I have been serving at this shrine, which is in a forest, in a farm, taking some of the substances being used when they initiate demons into people. And there's been a lot which has been happening. A lot of people, you will never accept that they are supporting this bisexual thing. That's my confession. I've been saving the cult for years. I'm now rich, but I have that hungry for my home. I have that hungry to see my kids. I have that hungry to see my mother, my father, because I've been locked up here. I'm looking forward to your response, because everyone who tried it before, everyone who tried to live before ended up being killed. Uncle, please let this message reach your audience. Yes, there's someone who can help me. Please give that person my number, because I need help urgently before they start to realize it before me. They will surely kill me, because they will now be aware that I want to leave that cult. That was our first confession. Let's move to our next confession for today. How are you, Solution Uncle? I've been looking for this girl. The problem is that we boarded the same bus. on our way returning from Pretoria. I went to Pretoria for a holiday. That's where my uncle is staying. My mom is staying in another town I can't mention. I went to Pretoria for the holiday. I spent the whole holiday. On my way returning back home, I sat next to this girl in bus. She was always sleeping, and this demon of stealing caught me. I still remember when she was sleeping, I took it 50 rands, which was in her wallet, and went home with that money. From that day, I took that money. I am seeing money starting to appear under my pillow. My room will be full of money. I started using that money, but now it's getting worse. I miss the floor in my room. Money will be scattered everywhere in the morning. It's like a drama when I tell you, Solution Uncle, but that's what I'm facing now. Thank you so much to the people who confessed. We have learned a lot from your stories. To the people who are listening, I beg you, fellow listeners, I beg you, fellow extraordinary Africans, let's not skip commenting. There could be even someone who was watching this video and said, no, I want to hear from the people. I want to hear from the people. Then this thing will help him or her, not just the person who is confessing. So let's not skip to comment. These people are in need of our advices. We were wrong at some point. Before I leave you, listeners, I have a special announcement. Starting on the 15th of June 2024, Extraordinary Africa will no longer be posting stories on a Saturday. Extraordinary Africa will no longer post stories Saturday and Friday. Saturday and Sunday, sorry. This is a way to respect Sabbath. This is a way to respect Sabbath. The seventh day. We should respect the Sabbath. So we will not post on Saturday and Sundays. I hope you are well. You are doing well. Before I leave you, I have a special announcement. The devil is at work 24/7. We don't need to relax a second. If we do so, you surely kill us. I urge you, listeners, to pray before you sleep. Pray at 12 midnight. Pray in the morning. Midday, pray 4 times a day. Pray for your kids. You don't know who they are playing with, especially when they are at school. A lot happens there. So as their parents must be very aware. Listeners, let's not relax. Let's not relax. Let's teach our children to love God, to love the gospel, because the end is coming. The devil is at work 24/7. And there was this confession, I think most of you has been following that confession. I received another message from here. This is a girl who was saying, "Uncle, my mother is putting something in my privacy." She came back and said, "Uncle, when I tried to expose my mother, I started to be feeling sick. I gave you the feedback. The sickness went to my mother. I became okay, but my mother was the one seriously ill. So I have been checking up on the girl. The girl has said, Solution, uncle, it has come to hardest times. My mom is seriously ill, and I'm now thinking to allow her to do what she was doing because I don't want her to leave me. She is my breadwinner." So she was saying, "Thank you, Extraordinary Africa, and everyone who supported me with advices. There was a church I was referred. They prayed for me, and as I'm speaking now, my mother is okay. Even though we are still in fear, this thing might return again, but my mother is now okay. Thank you for what you have done to us." Yeah, you're welcome, my sister. Listeners, that is it for today. Until we meet again in other episodes. Bye for now.